Honda may finally be heading to the WEC. I'm trying not to get too excited, but this is genuinely fascinating news. Honda appears to be preparing for a potential expansion into the Hypercar class with the ARX06, with the ultimate goal of fighting for the overall victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans for the very first time. If this happens, this would be massive for the motorsport world, as having a manufacturer as prestigious as Honda join the top tier of endurance racing on the global stage would be huge, especially with an LMDH car that has already won some of the biggest endurance races in the world. And according to reports, a partner team may already be lined up. So in this video, I'll break down what you need to know on this new headline, as Honda prepares to enter the WEC and therefore make a long-awaited return to Le Mans. It does feel like that every year there's a rumor circulating the internet that Honda is potentially entering the WEC, but this time it is a little different. According to multiple reliable sources, including Racer, Sportscar 365, Daily Sports Car, The Race, etc., Honda isn't just interested anymore, as they are reportedly set to announce their intentions to join within the coming weeks. There are more indications from Honda themselves compared to all the other rumors that have been mentioned in the past. And the current expectation would be for Honda to make a 2027 debut, with the Japanese manufacturer supporting a partner team, mirroring the structure that they already use in the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship with Meyer-Shank Racing. If this timeline holds, Honda would join Ford and McLaren, who are also set to make their WEC Hypercar debuts in 2027. And importantly, reports suggest that the car would be racing under the Honda name in the WEC rather than Acura. There is even better news too, as we have to remember that Honda already has a fully eligible car. The ARX06 has been competing full-time in IMSA GTP ever since 2023, and it has already built up an impressive resume. On debut at Daytona, the number 60, driven by Tom Blomqvist, Colin Braun, Helio Castroneves, and Simon Pagenaud, won the Rolex 24 at Daytona overall, while later in that same year, it claimed victory at the 10-hour race at Road Atlanta of Motul Petit Le Mans. Then in 2024, Louis Delatraz, Jordan Taylor, and Colton Herta secured a win at the 12 Hours of Sebring for Wayne Taylor Racing, and in 2025, the car secured victory at the 6-hour endurance race at Watkins Glen. So because it's under the LMDH platform, the ARX06 is eligible to compete in the WEC alongside IMSA. And if Honda joins Hypercar in 2027, the car would retain the same 2.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine and core components found in the IMSA cars as well, essentially following the same dual-program approach already used by BMW, Cadillac, Aston Martin, and previously Porsche and Lamborghini. The team side of the equation, though, is where things get especially interesting. You might assume that Meyer-Shank Racing, the current operator of the Acura GTP program, would naturally expand into the WEC. However, that is not what the reports suggest. Instead, the team that's most frequently linked with Honda's potential hypercar effort is none other than Inter-Europol competition. Just a few years ago, the Polish squad was one of the smallest teams on the grid, and today they are a serious force, competing across IMSA, ELMS, ALMS, the Le Mans Cup, and the WEC when the LMP2 class is present at Le Mans. One key factor Honda is believed to value is Le Mans experience, and more importantly, knowing how to win there. Inter-Europol fits that perfectly, having won the LMP2 class at Le Mans twice before, first in 2023 and again in 2025, with Tom Dillman, Jakub Śmiechowski, and current Acura GTP driver Nick Yololi driving their Oreca 07. That resume makes Inter-Europol a very strong candidate as Honda's partner, Just look how successful Cadillac's partnership has been with Jonah. And remember, Jonah used to compete in LMP2 before they entered the Hypercar class. When asked directly by credible sources about a move to Hypercar, inter-Europol personnel haven't denied the possibility, which only fuels the speculation further, meaning that an announcement from the team and the Japanese manufacturer could come very, very soon. It's also worth noting that a Honda WEC entry wouldn't technically be their first appearance in either the championship or Le Mans. Honda competed at the 24 Hours of Le Mans across two different eras, with the most well-known being in the 1990s with the Honda NSX. 3 NSX GT2 cars competed in 1994 and all finished the race, while in 1995 2 GT1 cars were entered along with a single NSX GT2, which actually won its class and finished 8th overall. Then in 1996, the NSX made its final Le Mans appearance, finishing on the class podium. Honda returned again in 2010 with 2 ARX01C entries in the LMP2 class, run by Straka Racing and Highcroft Racing, with the Straka car finishing 5th overall. These efforts continued into the early modern WEC era, meaning Honda technically competed in the World Endurance Championship in 2012 and 2013. In their most recent Le Mans appearance in that 2013 race, Straka's LMP1 car, driven by Nick Leventes, Johnny Kane, and Danny Watts, finished 6th overall and just behind the factory Toyotas and Audis. And that car was actually the highest placed privateer LMP1 car in the entire field at Le Sarthe. Now, if Honda were to join, this would finally allow us to see a battle for the overall win at Le Mans between Japanese rivals Toyota and Honda. The Toyota Hypercar just recently got some updates, which you can check out in this video above, and it has been so successful in the WEC in earlier years. And for years now, motorsport fans have been waiting to see the ARX06 go up against the 2-time Le Mans winning Hypercar from Toyota. And in 2027, if all goes to plan, we may finally get that rare opportunity. One more intriguing angle in this whole situation is the driver lineup. A Honda WEC program could offer a perfect opportunity for former Red Bull Racing F1 driver Yuki Tsunoda to continue his career outside of Formula 1. Tsunoda has been backed by Honda since 2016, and if his F1 chapter is really over after being dropped from a full-time role by Red Bull and he doesn't get the call up to Aston Martin's F1 team because of their Honda connection, he would be an ideal candidate for a factory endurance role and a chance to win one of the biggest races in the world. Rising Japanese drivers affiliated with Honda like Kaku Shinoda and Ayumu Iwasa would be strong contenders too, and if Inter-Europol got involved, Tom Dillman would almost certainly feature in the lineup, given his past hypercar experience with Van Wall in 2023 and his current successes with the team, while Jakub Schmiechowski would also certainly make the step up as well. And honestly, the list of potential drivers goes on, so it's clear that Honda would definitely have no shortage of options. Another reported benefit of a Honda WEC entry is the possibility of Meyershank Racing returning to Le Mans. MSR has made it clear that they want to race at Le Mans again, but without a full season WEC entry from the Japanese manufacturer, they haven't been eligible in the past. If Honda joins next season though, that could finally change, giving MSR their first Le Mans start since 2016 when they competed in the LMP2 class with the Honda-powered Ligier JSP2. The Ohio-based team has openly stated that Le Mans, alongside Sebring, remains one of the major endurance races that they've yet to win that of course they would like to. And if everything goes on ahead, then they may finally get their shot in 2027. So the big question remains, will Honda really join the WEC in 2027, or will this end up like all the past rumors, with Honda ultimately sticking to IMSA GTP only? Well, of course, I'm curious to know all your thoughts in the comments below.